Hello and welcome to Real as we bid farewell to March, sadly a month in which the world has witnessed the horrific scenes of the war in Ukraine and the millions of people fleeing their homeland. But when a local Catholic businessman and his pastor traveled to Poland to help the refugees, they witnessed moments of light amid the darkness of war. Rebecca Drake has this story now of faith, hope, and Kinder eggs.
Paul Kozub had been to Poland 60 times before, but this time his 61st trip would be different.
Paul Kozub, V1 Vodka. I'm here in Dorohusk, Poland, right on the Ukrainian border.
It was just something I felt compelled to do, like I didn't really have a choice. I just felt the need to be there.
The founder and owner of Hadley-based Valley Vodka, Kozub traveled with Father Piotr Pawlus, pastor of Most Holy Redeemer Parish, also in Hadley. Just days after the start of the war in Ukraine, the two brought monetary donations, their hands, and their hearts to eastern Poland to aid refugees at the border.
A couple of days before, there was a beautiful gospel about saying, I was hungry, and you give me food. I was thirsty, you give me a drink. So we decided with Paul, okay, let us not just do the talk, but also do the walk.
Being an entrepreneur, if you want to get something done, you do it yourself. So donating to a Ukrainian charity is a tremendous thing, and so many people are doing it. But I wanted to put my faith into action and go right to the border and hand out money and at least give some joy to these people that were experiencing a tremendous amount of sadness and loss and devastation in their life.
Like the rest of the world, the two men had seen media images of the death, destruction, and fleeing refugees. Still, they were deeply saddened by what they saw at the Ukrainian border, about 100 miles from Kozub's vodka distillery in Kamień, Poland.
From one hand, you see that terrible evil that is happening to the people. They are suffering, they're being displaced, their house being destroyed, the Russian soldiers, doing bad things. So they run to Poland not because they want to, because they have to.
Along with the heartbreaking scenes of refugees fleeing the war, Father Pawlus and Kozub saw something even greater, the will of the Ukrainian people.
I think they're a very proud people of their country. I think that's one of the things that was underestimated by the Russians and Vladimir Putin, that they're very proud to be Ukrainian. They want to be independent.
That they are fighters in the sense of they know what's right, what's wrong, and they are really to fight it.
Father Pawlus says the refugees, who are mostly women and children, are worried about their husbands, fathers, and sons who remain in Ukraine. But they stay strong.
They are people of hope. They say okay, this will be over soon. We are here temporarily. We are not here to stay. We'd like to come back to our countries. But they share the same values that we do. People of hope, people of faith, but also people that are fighting. Their spirit won't be broken, and that's very important. And they looking to us, the Western countries, to help them out.
While on their own mission to help the refugees, the men were inspired by the help provided by people from throughout the world, taking the form of things as large as ambulances and generators and as small as a Kinder egg.
First thing they receive at the border is warm welcome. There's a hot meal waiting for them, people cooking, providing them with the food. Then they walk, there's a hot tea, coffee, the kids getting sweetness, like Paul was holding them, giving them the Kinder, the eggs with surprise. And you could give them $1 million and it will be probably less happy than having the chocolate.
As the father of 4 small children, ages 8 and under, Kozub was especially moved by the plight of the Ukrainian children. He also knows something about the popularity of Kinder eggs.
My kids love Kinder eggs, and so it was one of the things I received a tremendous donation from individuals, but also People's Bank here in Western Mass sent me while I was there $4,000 through Venmo. So literally I said, I'm going to go to the store, buy candy bars and Kinder eggs and hand them out to kids at the border.
In spite of the suffering they saw, the men returned home with hope and gratitude.
Truly what we learn in our faith about giving is so much better than receiving. To give, to be, and have the opportunity to do that was a tremendous thing in my life, and it really changed it forever.
As hard it was to see, that suffering, it was the trip of hope. The hope that, for me, saying that God will be victorious, the evil will be overcoming, and all the things will be better. With our faith increasing, and good things will be happening. And I would say never give up, and never give up in support, prayer, and hope in God.
An Easter message for Ukraine and all who seek peace in the world. For Real to Real, I'm Rebecca Drake.
What a great humanitarian effort, and we should note that Paul Kozub will donate $1 from every bottle of his V1 products to this continuing need. You can read more about Paul and Father Paulus's effort in the upcoming Easter edition of the Catholic Mirror. Watch for that in your mailboxes in mid-April.